this is my science presentation, and this is Newton's 3 laws explained with pocket billiards. This first segment of my science presentation will be on Newton's first law, also known as the law of inertia. The law of inertia states that an object in motion wants to stay in motion, and an object in rest wants to stay in rest unless acted on by an outside force. This is an object in motion tends to stay in motion until acted on by another force. Cue ball goes down the table, and when I slam my hand down on it with an outside force, it stops. In the second segment of my science presentation, we will be covering Newton's second law, also known as force equals mass times acceleration. This states that the more force you have, the acceleration of the object will increase, and the more mass you have, the acceleration will decrease. The more force you put on an object of a certain mass, the faster it'll go. This is an example of the more force you apply to an object, the farther and faster it will go. As you can see, when I don't hit it much at all, it doesn't go very fast or very far. Now if I were to pull it back here, hit it with more force, say like this, it goes a lot farther and faster. Here I have two balls of different masses. This is less mass, this is a tennis ball, and this is a pool cue ball. This has a decent bit more mass than this, because this is hollow and of a less dense material, and this is solid, of a much denser material. I'm going to try and hit them with the same amount of force. As you can see, the tennis ball even rebounded back off the wall, and it went a lot farther than the pool ball. In the third and final segment, we will be covering Newton's last law. The law that is every action has an equal and opposite reaction. If you push on something, for it to be able to stay in its place, it needs to push back on you with the same amount of force. Just like standing on the ground. You're not moving because the earth is pushing back up on you with the equal amount of force that you're pushing down on it. In this first example of Newton's third law, as you can see, when I hit the cue ball down the table, it rebounds back off the cushion and comes right back to me. In the second example of Newton's third law, we have these two pool balls, and they will strike each other with about the same force. And as you can see, when they hit, they roll away from the impact.